Hello guys, this is Aisha here again, and today is 28th of Feb, and my last video was 28th of Feb, so it's been a week and the month end. So as it's a month end, so the review 2 might be coming soon. I still don't know the date yet, but let me tell you something. This video has a title of keeping good relations with your seniors in the company. I'll tell you about the title a bit more in the further part of the video, but let me come on to that step by step. So please be patient. And okay, giving you a quick recap about the past video. So I think in the past video I discussed about the gantry girder design, right? So the gantry girder design was made through the touch system, and we did the calculation. We tried all different methods or different kind of combinations for the beam, but still it wasn't accepted, or it wasn't like capable or compatible by the company's recommendation or requirements. So we finally switched to the truss system for the category design, and thankfully, with the help of our senior engineer working over there, he helped us in designing the truss system for the gantry girder. So with his help, we designed the truss system for the gantry girder, and that was like quite acceptable by the company because the our company has already given the design earlier. We were just working onto it and think about different methods or different new ideas we could also implement on the same. So our idea was also good, but obviously the company's idea was better because they helped us do something, and from their idea we took the initiative to design something new. So that is done. Now, coming on to what's new. So, if you remember, I had told in my previous initial videos that in the starting of month March, we'd be shifting onto something original. I mean, something that is not really helpful for the company, but it would help us getting marks for the major project. So, for that, we are designing an industrial shed. Industrial shed is basically a truss system. I mean, a huge truss system. If you don't know about it, you can also Google it. So, industrial shed design is a huge design. You have to like consider various factors like wind, like even snow if there's a snowy area, or even like earthquakes. Seismic loads are also to be considered in seismic prone zones. So that is it. So for the design of industrial shed, I mean, I had some idea because we are taught something. I mean, a little knowledge of industrial shed design in college, but we aren't really uh, taught about the whole in-depth design of the industrial shed because we miss out many various components which is necessary and which is required in the real life design. So for that, I referred N. Subramanian book, which is, if you may know, it is a very good book, and it has covered like almost all the topics in like very explained manner. But the only problem I face is that the examples which they have, it isn't like really explanative. They don't give explanation for every steps which they do. Otherwise, it would be a long one. So, as per as the book, there are two numericals for industrial shed. One is a big one, and the one is just a part of the big numerical. So the big numerical is about 7 to 8 pages of the book. But when I did for my dress and followed all the steps, it took me about 30 or even more than 30 pages to complete one nested shed design manually. And even after completing, I realized that I missed out so many different points. Like I didn't even consider the connection design, and there are some plates design that wasn't also included in the design of the book. So even like 30 pages is incomplete to design industrial shed when you're doing manually. So that I realized, and but still, I mean, I had prepared Excel before. So from that Excel, which helped me to like design the connections and all. So that was really helpful. So whatever you do in the previous part, it really comes to help in the further part of your internship. That I noticed. So okay, over there, then we completed our like manual design. And after completion of manual design, we all obviously had to switch to softwares. So the first ideal software would be StatPro, because you need to see if your trust system is capable of resisting all the loads acting on it. So, so StatPro is we had used StatPro V8i version, which is very old, but now we downloaded the crack version of the Connect StatPro, and it is really it is easy. I mean, you don't have to look through like whole menu box, but it is like easy to understand. But there are a lot of functions, like really lot of functions which make your task easier, and that is our like aim for learning stat pro, because everyone can do a task in a software. I mean, they would it would take some time, but they would do it. But the main like motive is to how fast you can do it, because at the end of the day you have a deadline to complete. So that is what we are learning over here. And in that process we found out various short keys for the stat pro, and different like how to minimize the steps and complete your like analysis fast, and how to mitigate the errors. Yeah, there are a lot of errors when you do in stat pro, and like if you're on an initial level, there will be like hella errors and like a lot of warnings. So these errors and warnings are important. Just don't skip it. Read through it, and you'll like find out what's the error and how to like mitigate it. So after the start pro design, our industrial shed passed the start pro design after like 10 to 20 tries. We had to like switch and shift different connections. Sorry, not connections, but beams to like make it suitable for resisting the load. So we did that. And to be honest, there's still work going on it. I mean, there's a point which is unstable, I would say, and we are on to how to make that point stable. So we are working on that, and so the stat pro part is still in progress. But on side by side, we started using Tecla software. So in Tecla, we are doing the design. I mean, we are creating the model of the trust system, and whatever the changes are to be done in the Stat Pro, we can easily switch it up and change it into Tecla as well. But Tecla was, I would say, Tecla is a bit complicated. I mean, it is a bit more complicated than the softwares of modeling which I've used before, like Revit. Revit is like a lot easier than Tecla, I would say, because it's just my experience from what I've used. You have a different point of view. It's okay. So, as per me, Tekla is a bit more complicated, but it is good. I mean, it is easy to use. It is good for steel structures, and it gives good idea of the connections, and detailing can be done easily. So we are side by side building the Tekla model, and at present we are at doing the. I mean, we are designing the connections in the Tekla. So that is our status up till now. And there had been a few holidays which I took for like my personal purpose, and for some for the colleges as well. So leaving to now coming to the main topic of the video. If you remember, I said that keeping good relations with your seniors in the company is important. I mean, yeah, it is important, but sometimes we think that we aren't going to do job in the company. It's just for internship. We are just doing it for like what no, for getting marks, for like showing to the faculties and all. And even we are not getting paid for what we are doing. I mean, that is like a major cause for everyone. So we don't even try at initial level. So, many people have this mindset that they feel like we aren't even getting paid. Why should we even do it? I mean, we are helping the company for free. So, we get a bit lazy, we lag onto our work, and we try to, procrastinate the work, which is like given by the company. So I'm going to tell you my experience. uh, I was a lot excited when I joined the company because it wasn't about the stipend, because it is a comfortable zone for me, as the company in which I'm working is in the same place, and I could say my hometown. So it's just the traveling expense for me. So I could manage that. Yes, I could. So stipend wasn't a big issue for me, but my major issue was like to getting to getting up to that level of knowledge that I could compete myself with the masters. I mean, the people with the master's degree. I mean, I could have a debate with the people with master's degree that on a topic. So that was my aim for this internship, and that is what kept me like motivated for learning new things. And I didn't hesitate to even ask a simple doubt from my seniors. And I had good relationship with my HOD who is working in the company, and we used to talk about all the work which is carrying by the company. He used to give us some insider information about how these projects are carried out at site and different countries, how they come to India and give us the projects. So we had good relations with the members of our team and everyone, and that really came to like help for us, because uh, around Friday, I would say, not Friday, Thursday, the previous Thursday, I asked my HOD that, sir, at the time of joining, we weren't like told about the stipend. I mean, the HR said that stipend won't be issued initial level, but they would see our work and think about it in the future. So I asked him that, sir, is there any update about the stipend? I was just casual. I didn't have any intention to get stipend, but I was just casual. You gotta try once, because currently you are working for free, and if you ask for stipend, what are the chances of getting no? I mean, even if it's 90%, there's still 10% chance that there'd be a progress. I mean, there's still 10% chance that you'd get a stipend or you'd earn something. And what if the 90% persuades? You're still working. You have to complete the internship. So don't hesitate to ask. I mean, don't just go there and ask, but look for the right time and right moment. I mean, have some convos while you are having, give them some sign that you need something like from them. Give them sign a little by little, then after some time you could ask when they are in good mood. So that helps. And so I asked, and he was like, okay, yeah. He told that, yeah, I totally forgot about that. And he told that he would talk to HR. So finally, it's Monday, 28th of Feb, which I mentioned. And today, our HR came to us and he said that we are getting stipend. We are getting stipend. I won't say the amount. I won't say the amount. And we are getting paid for just working in the company, even though we are not doing much work for the company, but even showing up every day for work and showing your dedication to whatever you are doing, it is like you know it it is an attraction, I would say. It it gives a idea about how disciplined you are, how motivated you are towards the work, to the people in the company, and even the owner, even your senior, even the HR. So they judge you for for these small things, and that really helps in the end. So that is what I would say. I mean, just keep on working, give it your full efforts, and just don't hesitate for these talks, because even what if they say no, if they are saying no, then you are already doing the work from them, and just try to learn a lot from them. Because if you are not getting paid in money, then you should be getting paid in knowledge. That is what I think there should be. So if it's not money, it's knowledge, and try to gain the best out of it. and the knowledge, whatever you are gaining, is all up to you. So that is what I would say for this video, and I hope you do well. And till then, see you in the next video. It's already 15 plus minutes. Okay, bye.